Hello everyone, this is Darius from Heaven's Door, and I might be a really terrible Edison player, but I'm a good Goat player, so I was really excited to play for this Oversized Blade Knight, which features, of course, my favorite deck, Warriors. But unfortunately for me, but fortunately for you, I lost to this wonderful gentleman. Congratulations on the win, of course.
Yes.
Did you go 6-0?
I went 6-0, yes.
6-0, congratulations. And what did you play today?
I played one of my favorite decks for Goat formats, namely Panda Burn.
Yeah, so let's get into the deck profile.
Okay, so Konami released the lore of this card. So Gyakugiri Panda is a monster that changes attack based on the amount of monsters the opponent has. And it tells you to combine it with Ojama Trio because it also does piercing damage.
Yeah, so they were telling us even back then to play this combo.
Yes. All these meta decks pre-cooked by Konami, you know. So of course, I'm playing 3 of the Gyakugiri Panda.
Yes.
To summon this out, I played 3 Giant Rat. Hobby League, don't tell let anyone tell you can't play them. We have some more rat targets, namely Exiled Force. It's a bit of a rat toolbox deck as well. We play Injection Fairy Lily, which can swing life points really, really fast. And Big Shield Garna is also an Earth monster. He's usually, whenever he gets attacked, that's a lot of damage, so it's good for the deck.
Yeah, very nice tech.
Yes. Also, you want to play around Nobleman a bit.
Yeah.
So, yeah. We also play Sangan, which can search almost any monster in the deck.
And that's a OG RPO1 Sangan, by the way, with the Kazuki Takahashi
Yes,
signature.
this deck is like not perfect rarity-wise, but still a lot of cool things in it. Sangan cannot add Breaker. I think that's the only card in my deck it cannot add. I'm playing a gold rare Morphing Jar for the maximum tilt. I'm playing a rare Cyber Jar. Whenever one of these resolves, you accumulate a lot of advantage, so yeah.
Did you resolve them a lot today?
Yes, actually my round 3 opponent, Tom, also from Belgium, he's like such a good player and I resolved both jars against him in game 1, so I also play 1 Deskoala. He can also do a lot of burn damage, so just 1 is fine. I didn't want to play multiple. And that is it for the monsters. We are playing a clean 40. You want your attacks with Panda to go through, so I'm playing double Giant Trunate and 1 Heavy Storm. Trunate has other applications, like resetting your Swords of Revealing Light, for example.
Only 2?
Only 2, yeah.
Okay.
I think 2 is fine. I've seen decklists playing 3, but
yeah.
I think 2 is fine. We have stall cards, namely Level Limit Area B. As you saw, most of my monsters are level 3 or lower, so it doesn't bother me that much. We have Space Typhoon, Bottom Greed, Graceful Charity, and, as I mentioned, Swords of Revealing Light. So, fairly light on the spells, this deck. Then for traps, we play 3 Ojama Trio, because the tip card says we have to. We have, of course, the Ojama tokens.
Very nice.
Shoutouts to Gaia Ori cards. I think they're South America based. Burn cards, we have triple Secret Barrel and triple Just Desserts. Both of these cards also synergize with the Ojama Trio really well. So, some more stall cards in the form of Nightmare Wheel, which also burns. So that's good. That's good. 2 Gravity Binds. It's at 2, just like Level Limit Area B in this format. Now for one-offs we have Mirror Force, the best burn card, Ring of Destruction, Magic Cylinder, and a Ceasefire.
I was going to ask about them, but yeah, we have the whole trap lineup assembled. Did you like Magic Cylinder? Because I've seen a lot of lists recently that cut the cylinder.
Yes, because some matchups, as soon as the opponent realizes you're on this, they'll start getting aggressive. And they might like attack with Chaos Sorcerer where they didn't have to attack. And so I do like Magic Cylinder in this deck, yeah. Probably wouldn't play more if it was allowed, but yeah. For Fusion deck, every Fusion you own. For side deck, Tribe Infecting Virus against, I guess, like the Mirror and also like Warrior decks. 1 Mystic Swordsman level 2. It's also a target for Giant Rat, so that's nice.
Very nice, yeah.
For the Mirror, you have to have this, the Amazoness Archer.
Yes.
It's also a target for Giant Rats, and you can tribute off the tokens they give you for a lot of burn damage. Also against Warrior, 2 Kinetic Soldier. The fun thing is it's level 3, so it can attack under your gravity bind and level limit.
Unfortunately, it doesn't work well with limiter removal, I recently learned, but that's a different...
Unfortunately, different format.
Yeah.
I cite this in my Machina gadget for Edison as well.
Oh, okay.
It's pretty guns against the pure hero builds and stuff.
No, what I meant is that unfortunately he doesn't gain the attack and then you get to limiter. It always goes the other way effectively.
Yeah.
But yeah, still a very nice card. Yeah.
Sadly. 3 mismatching Gravekeeper Spies. Yeah, the theory was that you will side them in against decks with a lot of small monsters that attack. If you notice the opponent just attacks all your face down monsters, you can side these in. It's a pretty good wall, but I didn't side that in today. Whoops, there goes 1 card.
Yeah, I recently saw a list also that was playing 3 spy main deck and then was really light on the red targets and everything else.
Yeah, I saw that list. It was an Italian player, I believe, at a big Italian event. I also saw builds that incorporate a bit of a chaos package, but I'm not sure how big I am on that. I side Nobleman of Crossout versus like the chaos decks with a lot of flip cards, because it's really tough to get rid of Magician of Faith once they start looping it with Tsukuyomi, so you need to have an out against that situation.
And it's also so nice that you don't have to main deck it in case you do play against Reasoning, against Warriors. It's not a dead card, so yeah.
Yeah. The Snatch Steal against the Mirror and other aggressive decks like Earth Aggro you would side this in against. Mystic Walk against other burn decks.
Yeah.
1 Torrential Tribute. It's not in the main, but I do side it in very often. Yeah.
So people don't see it game 1, expect it, you don't play it, and then you hit him with them after all.
Yeah. And the last cards, also against burn, Barrel Behind the Door.
Yes.
When I was playing the penultimate round, I saw that the guy next to me was playing like a fairly standard deck, but playing Wave Motion Cannon.
Oh, okay.
So when he won, I immediately looked up the rulings. Can this be used against Wave Motion Cannon? And it cannot. So I didn't have to side it in.
Fair. Makes sense, yeah, because it doesn't activate, right? It just tributes itself for cost and then...
I don't know why the ruling is that way. I just looked up and it doesn't work that way. I will need to look into that because I like understanding rulings.
Yeah, it's always...
I think it's like Infinity Launcher versus Solemn Warning, something like that.
Yeah, I'm over-asked in that department, but yeah, Barrel Behind the Door, very, very cool artwork, which got censored in the TCG, funny.
Unfortunately.
I like this one better than the OCG one, I will say, but yeah, that's personal preference. Any words on your matchup? So obviously in round 4 you played against me, Warriors, but
yes.
What else did you play?
Round 1 I played against Warriors as well. Then I played against an Earth Aggro build. And for rounds 3 and 5, it was like Chaos Turbo with like Upstart Goblins, Jar of Greeds, all the flip monsters. And round 6, it seemed to be like a fairly standard deck, but as I said, he was playing the Wave Motion Cannons. So no clue where the reasoning comes from, but it obviously worked for him because he was going pretty well in the tournament as well.
So when you say standard, you mean Chaos Turbo with the Wave Motion or Goat Control?
More control-ish.
Okay.
It's weird to describe. I also didn't see the full deck, so...
yeah, fair. Okay, well, interesting to know that, yeah, maybe Wave Motion is the secret tech. But nonetheless, it didn't work out against you. Lots of 2-0s or quite a few nail-biters as well?
I think about half and half. Did play a few 2-0 matches, play a few 2-1 matches, so that's fine.
Overall, any changes you would make?
This side deck probably needs a lot of work. Probably more copies of like Mystic Walk, because this deck is picking up a bit of popularity amongst the Goat community, I noticed. Yeah, side deck probably needs a lot of work. Main deck I'm fairly happy with.
Got it. And any final words you would like anyone to shout out?
Shout out to the Flemish Dutch Edison community. We play mostly Edison, but yeah. Some of the people I used to play a lot of Goat format with as well, especially Tom. Shout out to Tom, who I had to destroy in round 3.
Unfortunate, that's sometimes how it goes, but thankfully I think you will be elated that you brought home the beautiful Oversized Blade Knight.
Blade Knights.
Thank you so much for watching, and we'll see you guys with more deck profiles in the future. Bye bye.